Good evening, MC Clubbers. It is Wednesday, the 17th of February 2021. I hope you're all well. And what is today's playlist? Playlist is the monthly competition results. Anything goes, and then we have a video of the Amber Camera Club's first salon very recently, Wild Birds, some beautiful images. Well done, Amber, for getting the results out so quickly. We've just had some video results links sent through, and that was from a salon last year. So yeah, very well done. We're going to go on to the monthly results now with no further ado. Okay, so we have monthly competition. Yay! Thank you to Conrad Kelsey, who was the judge. Conrad from Westville Camera Club. Your time is much appreciated. 1 star, Nature. Breakfast in the Kruger, 12 gold, Tom LeBeau. At 1 star, we look at focus as the main criteria, which this image is. I love the eye contact with the lion. The image is quite bright in some areas, and the highlights can be toned down a bit. It's quite gruesome. Curious, 12 gold, Tom LeBeau. Good focus and composition, great eye contact with the baby. Grumpy Buff, 9 silver. I like the composition of the image and exposure is okay, but the background brightness can be toned down a bit. The focus should be on the eyes and they are not sharp. Focus seems to be more on the bridge of the nose. Hussein Ruasi, 11 gold, Corneille Appel. Apple. I'm right. I'm going to say Cornelia Apple. I think I got that so wrong. Corneille, thank you so much for letting me know how to say your surname, which I completely forgot, but now I remember. Apple. It's just apple, but Afrikaans. Okay. A good composition and nice and sharp and well exposed. Wildlife, Dragonfly, 8 silver. I like your placement of the dragonfly in the image, and the exposure is also good. What let the mark down is that the focus is on the wing instead of the body of the dragonfly. To improve the composition, you can shoot more head on instead of from behind. Little Red Friend, 10 gold, Cornelia Apple. Got it right. I like the way the stem curves through the image and the placement of the spider. The focus is fine but can be a bit sharper. The bright areas on the left is distracting and can be cropped out. Mommy Monkey and Me, 11 gold, Cornelia Apple. The placement is good and the focus is okay, but the image needs a bit of sharpening. The negative space on the left can be cropped out, making a portrait-orientated image. The late afternoon light is nice and warm, and I like the eye contact. Lovely golden light there. Spider, 10 gold, Diane Backhouse. Good exposure for a backlit subject. The light is beautiful and the spider is nice and sharp. The object in front of the spider is distracting, and catching the light makes your eyes go to it as well. The dark areas on the spider can be lifted a bit as well. Two star, Nature. Rolling into 2021, 8 silver. A nice close-up of the dung beetle. I like that you caught the flies buzzing around as well. The focus should be on the head of the beetle, but it is on the dung ball behind the back legs. Also in nature, the tar road can be a problem. Okay, so in our nature, man-made objects, as long as they are relevant to the photo, are allowed. It's just in wildlife that you're not allowed man-made objects. So that is fine. Open. Gadgets. I've seen this cake before. 11 gold, Denise Harvey. The composition is good and the image is fairly sharp. Image quality has suffered a bit due to the high ISO used. Scapes. Balancing Rocks, 11 gold, Denise Harvey. The image is nice and sharp and the exposure is good. Your composition is also good, but try and separate the big rock and the smaller rocks in the foreground. You have to step around so you get a spot where the elements do not overlap. Just watch for dust spots on the sensor, which can be easily cloned out. Baobab, 12 gold, Denise Harvey. I like the composition with the diagonal line of the landscape. You place the tree spot on. Your focus is also spot on. The image is a bit flat, and with some PP work you can bring more detail out in the image. So Photoshop, processing, whichever program you use. Wildlife. A little birdie told me, 9 silver. Very good composition and great separation from the background. The antelope is a bit underexposed and the eye has no detail. The image also lacks sharpness. Perched on a branch, 10 gold, Monarillipsa. A good composition and colours in the image. I like the separation from the background. The image is slightly noisy and the brightness of the branch can be toned down as well. Star. Nature. White-bellied sunbird, 9 silver. The image is well composed, but the exposure is a bit bright and flat. The focus is on the chest instead of the eye, which is quite soft. Open. Blackjack, 8 silver. The focus on the thistles is good, as is the composition. Beautiful light in the image. The grass is coming in diagonally is very distracting and could easily have been moved away from the subject. I think he means like as you were taking the photo, just gently move them away. Dried up dahlias, 12 gold, Tracy Rhodes. Beautiful soft light and well composed. The flowers are pin sharp. The negative space on either side can be reduced as it does not add to the image. Inside the white flower, 9 silver. The light on the flowers is very soft, nice and soft. The focus also seems to be quite soft, except for the bottom petal. Watch the edges of your image as the pink object is distracting. Bottom right, maybe? I think there's a pink object there. Powder puff, 8 silver. A real firework of a flower. The focus and composition is quite good, but the overall image is very flat. And adjusting levels and contrast makes the colors pop. So that's in Photoshop. If you do Control L, and your little levels window will come up, and the middle level, if you move slightly to the right, that makes pictures pop very nicely. Resting, 8 silver. Beautiful light on the butterfly. The focus is unfortunately not on the head, but on the wing rather. Single rose, 12 gold, Tracy Rhodes. Beautiful image of the rose and the water drops add to the image. Maybe tone down the blurring a bit. That's beautiful. Imagine that as a canvas. What are you looking at? 11 gold, Tracy Rhodes. The image is pin sharp and the side light is great. Crop the image into a portrait rather and tone down the bright feathers a bit. Scapes. Cloudy day, Kwambi, that place. 9 silver. There is nice depth in the image with the hills and valleys. There is no real focal point in the image, however. There is the pond, but it's mostly obscured by the trees. Due to being overcast, the image is a bit flat as well. To improve, you need a better focal point and more dramatic weather and light. Umgani Port Torrent, 10 gold, Jake Ellison. A gold with a fine balance to a silver. Well composed, and I like the low angle. The shutter speed shows nice movement in the water. The image is oversaturated in the greens and yellows, and it affects the tones of the concrete and the water as well. Well, I don't know if you can hear in the video, the wind is howling outside, and it's raining, and it's just wonderful. 4-star, Nature. Bringing home the pollen, 12 gold, Paul Nadir. The composition is quite good, but you could include a bit more on the left and less on the right. The focus is good for the shutter speed. A little bit of levels adjustment improves the tones in the image. Festive Season Grinch, 13 merit, Paul Nadir. A very good marker with lots of detail. The highlights can be toned down slightly. Posing Bishop, 12 gold, Heidi Taylor. A very good portrait and the exposure is very good. The red is a bit too saturated, but not to the point where you lose detail. Focus is good and there's nice separation from the background. Turning the page. Open. I see you. 8 bronze. These little guys are quite hard to photograph as they can be quite active. The image is very soft and the composition does not work here. The blades of grass in front are also very distracting. Fireworks Welcoming 2021, 12 gold, Eric Bosman. A great cityscape and fireworks shot, very clean and pin sharp. Crop about half of the dead black sky off the top of the image. Goat Eyes Old Goat, 9 silver. A bit of a different take on a goat photo. I think you included too much in the image and the tree trunk is very dominant. Go in closer and isolate the goat. Go in closer and isolate the goat against a cleaner background will improve the image quite a lot. Yeah, but I love the tree trunk. The textures are just beautiful. I love Elvis. 11 gold, Eric Bosman. This person is pin sharp and the exposure spot on. The white pole behind and the 2 people on the edges of the image are a bit distracting. Just watch the backgrounds and the edges of the image and try and eliminate distracting objects. Rainbow, 12 gold, Avril Janssen. A great image of the dam and it is well exposed and I like the contrast between the almost frozen water falling and the blurred water from the spray. Levels and contrast adjustments make the image pop more. Sunflower, 12 gold, Avril Janssen. Pin sharp and well exposed with rich colours. Yellow, 8 silver. The image is sharp where it needs to be, but the bottom needs a bit more space, and the blown areas draws your eye away from the stamens that are the focal point. Portrait, Kristen, 9 silver. A beautiful girl and a nice wistful stare out the window. I feel the image is underexposed and a bit oversaturated. The image is also lacking sharpness throughout. Erica in the City, 9 silver. A nice relaxed pose from the model, but I think eye contact would be better in this image. There is nice light on her and she is very sharp. The background is very distracting. I think if you had stepped to the right and angled the shop interior behind her to fade away even more, it would have been less distracting. I look at the model, but then my eye gets drawn by the shop window and I keep trying to read what is written on the window behind her. Five star, Nature. Back up, dude. 12 gold, Ronald van den Heever. Good composition and the focus is spot on. The image is a bit flat and can improve with some levels and contrast adjustment. Carkloof Swallow, 11 gold, Ronald van den Heever. Good composition, sharp and good eye contact with the swallow. The branch is a bit dominating, but it is not a huge issue. The image is a bit flat and can benefit from some level adjustments. Preening, 12 gold, Des van Tonder. A nice bit of preening action captured. The image is very sharp and there is good separation from the background. The exposure is well handled. Waterbird, 12 gold, Bertie Price. Lovely rich colours in the image. The exposure and focus is very good. I like the low angle the image was captured at. The water ripples make a beautiful backdrop for the image. Open. Beautiful for one day. 9 silver. A beautiful image that is pin sharp and well lit. The image is quite flat though and lacks punch in the colours. Brown hooded in the garden, 9 silver. Good capture of the little kingfisher. The composition is quite good, but a crop just before the wire leading out of the image on the right improves the composition. The image is also a bit flat and some levels and contrast adjustments bring out more detail. Light on flower, 12 gold, Des van Tonder. A great composition and it's pin sharp. Love the side lighting. The bright areas can be toned down a bit. Mono textures, 9 silver. I like the composition of the image and it's pin sharp. There are great tones in the image. The leaves at the bottom are too bright and the highlight and shadow adjustments make the tones and textures pop out. Visual art, 12 gold, Bertie Price. A nice composition and the subject is quite different from all the other images. The purplish light is very nice. The bright areas in the image does not bother me in this image as much and adds to the overall feel of the image. Photo Art Creative. Abstract Trees, 11 gold, Bertie Price. I like the abstract minimalist feel of the image. I also quite like the almost even spacing of the dark and light areas. Daylily, 8 silver. Although this is a good composition of the flower, I feel that it is not creative enough in the sense that this is a Photoshop filter rather than creating something in camera or other more creative techniques. Scapes, Winter Reflections, 8 silver. A very tranquil scene and a good reflection. This image is quite flat and needs some clarity and sharpness overall. Wildlife, Virtual Styling Iridescence, 12 gold, Rob Hart. Great composition and exposure is good. Nice separation from the background as well. Pin sharp and a lot of detail in the feathers. Maybe just watch the tail feathers. Try and keep them separate and not blending with the branch. Rob, that's awesome, because these dark birds, in the wrong light, they look just completely black. Oh. Jackal Pup Trio, 12 gold, Rob Hart. Great composition, light and focus. The eyes are sharp and I love the eye contact. The brightness can be toned down a bit. Oh, so sweet. Wild Dogs Cooperate, 9 silver. The focus and exposure on the wild dog is good, but I would like to see the two dogs separated by a gap and not blend into each other. The brightness of the image can be toned down as well. Okay, now just find the page with the winners. Junior winner. Junior winner is Dried Up Dahlias by Tracy. Well done, Tracy. Tracy, I'm sure you're going to be a senior like soon. I have to look that up. Senior winner, Paul Nordier, Festive Season Grinch. Well done, Paul. Your first win is a senior. You see, it's not so bad being an old grumpy person in the old grumpy division. See. And that's it, the end. We'll go on to Anything Goes now. Okay, Anything Goes. Wait, let me just get this right. Page down. Sorry, I've got a second screen here. And once I click away from this original screen, and then I've got to click back, and then it goes backwards and forwards, and I never know whether it's going to go backwards or forwards. So, okay, Painting with Light and Dark, Tom. Power Lines, Tom. I like that. Pretty Girl, Tom. Drone Photography, Jake. Maxie, I love your t-shirt. Eyes Only Waiting for the Train, Eric. Failed reflection photo attempted, Eric. Here's looking at you, Paul. Like, who's flying who there? It's so weird, that photo. Like those aliens coming from outer space to, you know, destroy us. Or whatever they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. I Spy with My Little Eye. Paul. Did I say Paul, the photo before? Can't remember. Well, it's Paul, and it's Paul again. Just another slow shutter waterfall. I think that's quite pretty. Potential BMW failure. Paul. I don't know what the BMW stands for. Potential black and white failure. Because and Paul's trying to do something clever here, and I'm too stupid to figure it out. The knife cutting through butternut, steel cutting through vegetable. I don't know. Potential B&W failure. I don't know. Potential butternut and something failure. And I give up, Paul. You're going to have to let us know. Bad hair day, Maxie. I think you look better in the drone photograph, Maxie. Cooling off, Ronald. Deirdre's Cuckoo for now. This was taken at Cartkloof Bird Hide. they've got a new tree there, a new perch. What worries me is that it's lots of twigs, so if they land in the wrong place, you just got twigs. And is this going to sprout leaves in summer? Because then they're all going to duck in by the leaves, and there's not going to be anything to photograph. So I hope it's a dying tree. I know that sounds weird, but yeah. Flower in bottle, Des. I think Des must get the prize for the least creative captions. Gateway to the cloud, Bertie. Hyena seen off, Rob. Now I've seen this picture at Rob's before, and I just love the story. Like, this hyena obviously came through the bush there. I was like, whoa, this is a wild dog roadblock, and he turns and scuttles off. Yeah, what a story. Clearly going the other way around. Life and death, Des. Sorry, Denise. Some more dying flowers. Midmar overflowing. And we were there this Saturday, and it's still flowing. Not as strong as this, but it's still coming over. And the Vaal Dam, we were discussing it on the Saturday this last week, was 106%, and they were releasing a whole lot of water, which is just amazing. Mono Rose, Des. Red-chested cuckoo, Renelle. Seth, quit grossing me out. Yeah, it does look like that, eh? Reflections, Maxie. Waterfall in the country. Yeah, that was that other waterfall there in the Midlands that you stop on the side of the road. Be very careful when you stop there. Jump in and jump out your car. Yeah, that was flowing. When were we there? A few weeks ago. Yeah. The end. So this is Amber Camera Club. This is the very first salon results. This is wild birds. Some super images here. Well, I think so anyway. The thingy will disappear now. 4,026 entries in the section, and the winner. Wow, how's that? Bronze medal. Very cool medals, by the way. Lena, 1 KTP, 2 certificates of merit. Another Lena. You all know how hard it is to get birds in flight. In for the dive. Tawny low flying. Tawny eagle departing. Wow, look at that eye. Brown hooded kingfisher. Beautiful light, gosh. Weaver sparrow kiss. Alright. On the hunt. Sandros and the Khalkhadi. Egret viewpoint. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at that light. Skirmish. Gewone see swaal met vangs. Roof Arend landing. Oh, so we half Afrikaans of English. The vulture side step. That's a cool caption. Black heron tango. Oh, look at that. Malachite sunbird in flight. And just the normal old acceptances, which we get so excited about. Bee-eater landing. Full flight. Red alert. That eye looks a bit blurry. Broad also landing. Oh, I love that. Butt bait. Up and away. Ruggreep. Butt club. Oor die rug kyk. That's awesome detail on the feathers there. Nest boa. How's that white? All the detail there. Stretching. Those are bee eaters. That is awesome. Okay. Oh, no. Let's go back. Thank you. Let me go back. Point to prove here. Oh, now we're going to look at this again. Stretching. There we go. So you always get told you've got to have 3 of everything. There's such interaction between these two, it's awesome. And actually there are 3 objects because what they're sitting on. And what they're sitting on is just clean and simple, and I don't know why that's not a com, in my humble opinion. I think that's just awesome. I know they're just sitting there, but you know, crawl up a stockie. Okay. Wow, look at that dragonfly. Listen to me. Must be the male shouting. Glad morning. Breasted roller with... Yo, how is that? How's that not a com? Moustached Karoo Pinia. Cape Gannet. Again, we know how hard it is to get those birds in flight. Free-banded plover. You can see those at Carkloof. Kupperapi. Vroegoggend Vera skit. Geelvink fladder. Yeah, Bible fun. I think that's a marabou stork. Courting. Colourful snack. Daylight robbery. Mena is groter. Food for the chick. White crowned lapwing in flight. Yo, that is sharp. That's a com. Goshawk 3. That's a com. Sorry, I'm not dissing the judges here. This is my opinion. Throw pant. Wear your pant. Give me your pant. By a vreter. By a vreter. That's very cool. Cape vulture. Ooh, just put a bit of light on the face. Soaring bearded vulture. Dismay black. Oh, look at those eyelashes. Brushing past. Unkeel Klein Yankee. Falcon flying. Looks a bit noisy. Oh, blue crane. Isn't that just beautiful? No, I want to see that again. No, look at that. Let me just pause and look at that. Aren't they the most beautiful birds? Wow. Okay, I'm going to play again. That was Wendy Freer. Oh, that's from West Amber. Arriving with a worm. And a bearded vulture again. Nestu. Kind of weaver. Fistfolk funks. Oh. Oh, like cuteness. Malachite kingfisher. Those are tiny. Imagine the lens you got to have for that. Lunchtime. Sure. Oh. Poor frog. But pelican. I love the colours. The pink and yellow. It's a Goliath heron. Lovely detail on the feathers. Grass with the grasshopper. The very white grasshopper. Black coloured barbet. Frightened. Well, that's a Goliath heron, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I'm going to stop this. Look at that. I mean, look at those colours. Why is that not a com? But you know, when you do salons, you miss out on like 1 point. The way the salons are judged and all of that. It's heron on its way. Juvenile Batelier. Vereer en vlug. Is that an egret? I don't know. Ooh, that's noisy. Batelier breaking to land. Tawny eagle. Come and be eaten with catch. Because it's all in uppers, so you got to shout it. Red knob coots feeding messy business. White-throated swallows. The answer is no. Black crate catches a hare. Sure. Taken at the same place as that other one. Blacksmith's plover. The way they crouch down looks so funny. Yo, look at that vulture. Look at those wings, the wingspan. Juvenile Batelier preening. Woody worm. Nestu. blending black. Goodness, that is a big fish, Data. Falcon pygmy kill. Blackwing butter with, oh, the butterfly, gosh. Bee eater. Sacred ibis. Very hard to get those white feathers. And pirate kingfisher, also that black and that white. Picking up stones. What goes in here? Goodness. It's unusual. Another juvenile bateleur. And a goshawk. Juvenile. Lovely composition. Quick leave. Is that the sand grass again that we saw earlier on? Bream for breakfast. Is that a bee eater again? Don't know. Colours are different. Persimmona. Yo. That detail. Wow. All those things growing on its like thing by the neck. Yeah. Pied. Roof orange. Weaver at work. And that's a secretary bird. All thirsty. I don't know what those are. Okay, you know what? Let's just go there. I'm going to stop. And I got my Roberts. And I think I know what these are. And I'm going to find them because I saw them the other day on Facebook. And if I can't find them, I'm going to just move on. And I know some people are screaming at the screen right now, telling me what it is, including Ronelle. And I'm paging. And I'm paging. People are like, oh my God, I know what it is, Des. Just phone me. But no. And I'm going. Now I'm on the Raptors, so I think no, you see, I'm on the Raptors now. So I need to go here. These are the sun. Oh, is that them? Is that them? No, that's not them. And I'm going. And I'm going. I'm about to give up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I think, nope. Nope. When you tell me the name and I go, oh yes, of course. Oh, there. No, those are the bee eaters. I found the bee eaters and I found the kingfishers. And there's now owls and grouses and seagulls. And I'm not going to find it there because now I'm back to the raptors. So now I'm going to carry on going this way. Okay. And I just got a few more pages just to page through. Oh, here we go. We're starting to get the indigo bird. Oh, here we go. You see? No. Are these wax balls? I'm take a flying guess. These are wax balls. Here we go. They are not. They are flying fire finches. There we go. The red-billed fire finch. And so those are the males and the brown ones are the females. Aren't they so pretty? Red-billed firefinch, and then there's Jamieson's firefinch, and then there's African firefinch. And they all just look so the same, so we're just going to call them firefinches. There we go. We learned something today, peeps. Now we're going to carry on. That's a darter. That's a Birchel's Kugel, is it? I always want to say Kugel. Like, you know, those women that dress up. Oh, that's awful. Those are glossy starlings, I think. The banking look. My God, what is that? Never seen that. Please in the WhatsApp, tell us after you've watched this in the WhatsApp what that was. Rooinek Falky. And that's a marabou stork, I'm pretty sure. A jummy bug. Or maybe a yummy bug. Oh, that is just so cute. How ugly is that? Playing with drops. And that's the 3-banded plover. And a vulture. One of the vultures. And another vulture. And I think that's an egret, some kind of egret. Oh, yeah, I've seen these pictures before. Love them. Look at that big snoz. Hey? So lovely to see completely different birds. Oh, those are the secretary birds. Look at those eyes. The detail on the feathers. Heelbeek, yellow-billed, I don't know, tawny eagle. That's a pelican. Booty! 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 Bee eater. Oh, and the kingfishers. That's a pelican. Kingfisher. And that's a swallow. Is the lesser striped or the yes, okay. Sunbird. That's a flamingo. And that's a weaver. And that's a swallow. White-chested swallow, is it? Guessing. Bearded vulture. Ostriches. Yay! I got it right. And that's a sugar bird, because the caption says so. And that's a Goliath heron again, I think. Oh, she's very cute. Baby goose. It's a baby goose. Reer en vlug. It's a reer. Yellow bill with catch. And another malachite. Heron. Ground hornbill. Yes. Look at that detail. Look over my shoulder. I think that's a black-shouldered kite. Into the light. Is that a turco? Tasty grub. I don't know what that is. Give it. Yes. Misjudged. Looks like that's a Durban bots. Kaapse sloop eender. There we go. Lilac-breasted roller. And that's a southern red bishop. Triple banded again. Heron. Oh, I'm going to stop this. Please don't. Baby. Oh, you know, it's like too fast. Amber, Leon, it's very fast. And then I always go back too much. Look at that. Just, I mean, if you took that photo, like, wouldn't you just be so chuffed with it? Just gorgeous. Am I playing? Okay, I'm playing then. Chicana, look at those feet. The vulture dance. Groot wit reer. I don't know what that is in English. That's a darter again, I would think. Make your voice heard. And that's a sunbird. No, you can't get away. This is tiny. And there's Batelea, an adult Batelea. Breeding. Oh! Ooh! Yes. Ooh! Me! I forgot. Taking flight. Rooipoot Elsie. It's a very pretty bird, isn't it? That's a spoonbill. Rear is successful. Stork hunting. Oh, the poor froggy. Oh, oh. When a bird kills a bird, I don't like it. Splashdown. Love that. And that's a heron. Blaureer. Alert weaver. Looks like at the Durbanbok Gardens. Congratulations on your results and thank you for your participation. See you next time. Okay, folks, so that's it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, we'll catch you next time.